In the annals of ancient history, few stories captivate the imagination like the epic fall of the city of Troy. This city, nestled in what is now modern-day Turkey, was a beacon of cultural and economic prosperity. Troy was not merely a city, it was the embodiment of human civilization's zenith, a shining jewel that glittered with the promise of riches and glory. The Trojan War, a monumental event in ancient mythology, saw the city of Troy embroiled in a brutal and relentless conflict. Iconic heroes such as Achilles, the formidable Greek warrior, and Hector, the valiant prince of Troy, played pivotal roles in this epic battle. Their tales of courage, strategy, and sacrifice are the stuff of legends, casting a long shadow over the annals of history. But the city's glory was not destined to last, as the seeds of its downfall were already sown in the form of a decade-long conflict. Embroiled in a war that would surpass the sands of time, Troy became the stage for a grand conflict known as the Trojan War. The spark that ignited this decade-long battle was the abduction of the radiant Helen by Paris, the Prince of Troy. Her husband Menelaus, king of Sparta, was naturally incensed, and his call for justice rallied the Greek forces. The war was a tumultuous blend of brutal battles, ingenious strategies, and individual feats of heroism that would be immortalized in song and story. Achilles, the mightiest of the Greek warriors, clashed with Hector, Troy's bravest defender, in a combat that echoed through the ages. Odysseus, renowned for his cunning, devised strategies that turned the tides of many battles. Yet, with each passing day, the war's outcome became increasingly uncertain. Greek and Trojan blood alike stained the battlefields, and the once majestic city of Troy bore the scars of relentless conflict. As the war raged on, it was clear that the fate of Troy hung in the balance. A siege of 10 long years had left both sides exhausted, but the Greeks, under the guidance of the cunning Odysseus, hatched an audacious plan. In the heart of the Greek camp, a massive wooden structure began to take form. A horse, not for battle, but for deception. Crafted with exquisite detail, it was a sight to behold, a seeming monument to peace. Within this hollow beast, Greek soldiers lay in wait, their hearts pounding with anticipation and fear. Meanwhile, the Trojans, weary from the protracted conflict, saw this horse as a symbol of Greek surrender. A peace offering, they thought. Little did they know it was a masterstroke of deception, a deadly trap set by their adversaries. Overcome by curiosity and a longing for peace, the Trojans opened their city gates and dragged the massive wooden horse inside, oblivious of the danger lurking within its belly. And so, the horse, a symbol of their impending doom, was willingly brought within the walls of Troy. As the night descended and the Trojans slept, the city's fate was sealed. Under the cloak of darkness, Greek soldiers, hidden within the belly of the Trojan horse, emerged like spectres. Stealthily they moved through the city, their hearts pounding with the rhythm of impending conquest. The city gates, once a symbol of Troy's impenetrability, were opened by these clandestine invaders, paving the way for their waiting comrades outside. With the gates unbarred, the Greek forces flooded into the city, catching the Trojans completely off guard. The surprise attack was ruthless and swift, a storm of steel and fire that left Troy in ruins. The once vibrant city was reduced to smoldering rubble, its proud walls breached, its people defeated. The Trojan War, a conflict that had raged for a decade, reached its tragic climax in this night of betrayal and devastation. And thus, Troy, once an impregnable fortress, fell, marking the end of an era. The morning after the fall revealed a city in ruins, a stark contrast to its former glory. In the aftermath, the once mighty Troy was reduced to smouldering rubble, its proud walls toppled and its people scattered. The survivors, including women and children, were taken as slaves, while the men who had fought so bravely met their grisly end at the hands of the victorious Greeks. This monumental event marked the end of a decade-long conflict, a war of epic proportions that would be immortalized in Homer's Iliad. The fall of Troy was a significant moment in ancient mythology, a testament to the power of cunning over brute force and the tragic consequences of hubris. The tale of Troy's fall continues to resonate, echoing through the ages as a poignant reminder of the fleeting nature of power and the devastating effects of war. In its fall, Troy left behind not just a tale of war and deception, but a timeless lesson on the hubris of men and the inevitability of their downfall.